can we make AI write a research paper? Well, before it can write, we need to make AI read and critically analyze the prior art. FlashPaper is aimed to help with both of these objectives. Given the length of a typical journal paper, a typical LLM can analyze only a single such paper or part of it at a time. This requires one to analyze different papers individually and stitch up the outputs together to arrive at a complete analysis. However, seasoned researchers know that a literature review takes different papers into consideration in context, contrasts such ideas, and takes a holistic look from a broader perspective. With the help of Gemini models, which supports a huge context window up to a million tokens in the input, FlashPaper can enable the analysis of a few dozens of papers at a time, all in context. Since all these papers are considered together, this also reduces the inference time. Moreover, with Gemini's content caching, we can also optimize the cost by having such cache tokens used at a reduced cost. In addition, FlashPaper also leverages structured output of Gemini when this paper is reviewed by, say, a supervisor, capturing the revised draft as well as the changes made. To begin with, define your research topic using a few keywords. Next, relevant papers can be searched using Google Scholar, or one could provide the list of PDF files that needs to be considered. These files are uploaded to Gemini and a cache is created with a given time to live, as well as some system instructions asking Gemini to act like a scientist. An LLM is instantiated that uses this cache. In the subsequent steps, the LLM is prompted with different instructions. For example, it is asked to review the papers, perform a literature survey, identify the research methodology. In response, we get detailed analysis of these papers done by Gemini. Once the problem statement and methodology are available, we switch to a different LLM that does not need a cache and ask it to generate a problem statement. Subsequently, we also ask it to generate a proposed methodology to address the problem. And after that, we combine all these inputs together and ask the LLM to generate the draft of a research paper that considers the literature review done, the problem statement that was defined, and the research methodology that was planned. But that's not the end. Typically, a paper's draft is reviewed by, for example, a PhD supervisor or peers. Here we again ask an LLM play this role, for example, by acting like a seasoned PhD supervisor, and we ask the LLM to revise the paper draft if necessary. Here we also leverage Gemini's structured output, where we define a class paper review with two fields, the revised draft as text and a list of changes that are made. Then we create a supervisor LLM, which takes this response schema, JSON, capturing the output from the LLM. Finally, we have the revised draft of a paper. For example, this includes the title, the abstract, introduction, literature review, and typical sections that are found in a research paper. Finally, we delete the cache to release the resources that were reserved.